It's not about food, shelter, and clothing. And life is more than that. We can have, in fact, I was like doing my 60 days. One of the things that really touched me was, I hope one day all Malaysians will have a roof over their head. Yeah? We'll have a piece of, place for bed. They will have some food. But today, many of our countries, people can't have the basic necessities of life. I think this is very, very important. We are not talking of drawing a line and making everybody eat kangkong and saltfish and not being able to go to Fisherman's Wharf to have a rice. It's not about that. It's not about these great things. But I think it's about how to reduce, firstly, our greed, change to the needs. Basic needs. And I think this beautiful country has got so many things that we can be so proud of. And that's what secondly made us set. Hey, maybe we must think of new ways, in which we can not just grabbing our ideology, but sharing the way of life. And that sharing, I think, was possible. And I think all our needs are why, I heard recently in China, I got a newspaper article, where the Chinese tailors are making their left hand long sleeve shirt 1 inch shorter. You know why? You want to go around showing your Rolex watch. why do you need a Rolex watch to tell you who you are? There's something wrong with that, and I think that goes down. The crisis in society today. Crisis in society today is about our lack of identity. Our identity. I don't want to give a religious only that identity. I think has to do with our identification of God, divine, sacred value, and from that divinity we flow a new humanity, and not inhumanity. Inhumanity is what? It's a war of violence, and that's where the greatest benefit that we also experience that I used to have during our Sundays, when we were all down line of one day, all our friends, we used to gather at a group prayer session. And we used to sing, we used to read from the scripture, and that gave us strength and courage. We used to walk next door to the next little block, and there was my friend Mahfouz Sabu. We were regularly for the prayers every day, and Friday we'll go and sit at the back and listen to their good talk. And listen to our friends sharing, and they were really men of faith. For me, in spite of all that, you can see how there was no anger, there was no intention to be violent. And they say, hey, how can we reinterpret the Quran to be more relevant, to create a unity among our people? And unity cannot come from superficial, what I call functional relationships. It has got to do with the spiritual relationship, which means we get to not look at each other with the so-called eyes of faith, to get each other, more importantly, with a compassionate heart. I think once compassion comes into our life, I think basically, I think that's what we experience, and that's why we used to jokingly say, hey, one day, if all you Christians, now as only one of the few non-Christians, if you guys become important people, the first thing you must do is convert community in the holiday resort. No, why? We were forced to come and live together, we ate together, we fought together, especially on the table, very stable. And myself, one day used to be, 3-4 hours a day, that gave us a really sense of, we are not different, we're all the same. That is, we are same, we are willing to go below our status, our position. And the funny thing is that, all our guards and everything, yes to one. First time in their lives, they had twins with them, and wives with them, and they were all really humble people. During the honorable, David, my good friend, who passed away, we used to go and pick at the garden and grow terong and ladies' fingers and vegetables, and we really were a community and we learned a lot. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not painting a positive picture, because there can be punishment and reward. But life is more than punishment and reward. Life is going back to the essence of what we believe in. I think that's what community need to pursue. I think as a Christian, I believe God's ways are strange. And we have to work for 20 years to, I'm not saying a big revolution has taken place, because I still believe the civil society is the most important. The government will be there, the NGOs will be there, the business is there. But at the heart of, of any nation are the people, as people used to say before, and the people are as wise as the leaders they choose. The people are as wise as the leaders. Have we had wisdom? Maybe history brought us, so I think we also cannot be very negative and especially negative, not critical, but negative about the past. I think for me there's no negativity in the past. Sin is not negative in the sense. Sin always happens because of man's, in his greed. But how do we overcome and that way of life is about that. That's why I think your movement towards, Anabangsa, Malaysia, sitting and having the freedom to, sit and get to know one another, I believe is a starting point. I don't know whether you want to know the other aspects of ISA, but I think for many of us, ISA, not to say we will stay, and there are reasons for ISA, but many of us don't believe that we need punishment. And I also believe, that what is the difference between Guantanamo Bay and Kamuti? No difference. Except the one group of Christians run the Guantanamo Bay, another group of Muslims run. Difference. Why? Why? That means we have lost our sense of what are godly values. You cannot force people, you can reform people. But reformation is not about torture. As a teacher in the school, believe me, never use the cane. If you have more time for your children, for your students, to talk and understand the struggles that they are going through, what are their cries, what are their anguish, and how is their way of thinking, then we can, doesn't mean education. Education is not about indecision. Education is going back and helping them to rediscover their identity, rediscover their values, and I think from that rootedness in our beliefs, I think Malaysia, we are the most blessed. In one sense, I think in many cases we are blessed because of two reasons. Firstly, we have got races, religions verified all over the world, and I believe that the roots of each of us are on our cultural roots. Imagine if we just had the only fruits that we had were bananas. I think most people all were bananas. Look at the variety. Sometimes I ask my young friends, hey, have you seen a ugly flower? They will say, no, we haven't seen ugly flowers. But have you seen ugly? No, yes, I've seen many ugly people. So ask them, how can this God who created all the flowers so beautiful, how can He create ugly people? Nothing to do with people. We are something's gone wrong with our perspective of life. And therefore to see the beauty in cultures, the beauty in religions, the beauty also in individuals, I think is the first first thing that we should learn. I think the second beautiful gift that God has given us in this country is one of the very few countries, no earthquake, no typhoon. You can go and take a chop, called kayu, stick and plant it upside down, it will grow. And we are talking about shortage of food. Why something has gone wrong? I know 300 young Sabah and Sarawakians are coming from Sabah, Sarawak to do what? To come and chuchu piring here in Kuala Lumpur. And they have got thousands of acres of land. Where you can have a new, and you don't have to have tall buildings and you don't have to have twin towers and KL towers to know who you are. You fed all our people, we educated all our people of this country. I think those are the two gifts, like gifts of our people and gift of our land. And if we can, and gift of our people, cultures and their religions, and then we need to think of, in fact, the South brothers, we are thinking very seriously of going into like original contribution of what the 40 schools in Malaysia and go back to the young people and make this Anand-Bangsa curriculum a part of our way of new consciousness. And I believe that can only come about if we begin to respect one another. Because our religions are very, very sacred. I also don't believe that anybody can be converted. I don't believe anybody can be converted. You know why? Why? You cannot be converted. You only can be converted to God. Because deep down the day that you were born, your mom said something to you. Living in a Buddhist culture, even in Hindu culture. We grow